is kind of a hard subject to talk about, but it's really an important one. Childhood cancer. We are joined by author Miss Nicole Bryant and Erin Henderson, the mama of a brave little boy who battled cancer. And Nicole, I wanted to start with you first before we get into Miss Erin's story about kind of your job and how you got into being an author, because that's not your full-time job.
Yes, I'm a pediatric oncologist, and I have been doing that for 14 years now. And every September, which is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, I like to write stories about the children. So that's kind of how I've got into writing. It was my outlet to deal with my own grief.
Right.
And then I started writing stories every day during September. And then Erin decided that I should write a book.
These stories need to be more than just thoughts to get out, because you bring up a good point. A lot of times, you know, we think of obviously the child that's going through cancer and the family, but the people that have to care for them, like that has to be really hard.
It's a hard job, but it's also the best job. So it's one of those things that I think people think that it's just sadness and tears all the time. So I wanted to tell the stories from a real perspective so that people would know about the fun times and the smiles and the laughs and the good things about what we do, and to bring awareness.
Yeah, and that's important to know that it's a spectrum. Grief is a spectrum.
Absolutely.
You know, there are so many valleys and so many peaks that are involved with it. Erin, tell us a little about your story. Tell us about Cole.
Okay, so Cole was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma a week after his 2nd birthday in April of 2020. We did 10 months of treatment. Dr. Bryant was his primary oncologist of the 6 in Greenville. We went to 2 other hospitals for treatments, but most of them were here. And in February of 2021, he relapsed and passed away with just in a couple of days.
How did you first even know that to test him for it? How did you know something was wrong?
He had a black eye, and he was a rough 2-year-old, and we just thought he fell, and it didn't get better and didn't get better. And we took him to the doctor, which led to blood work that immediately sent us to the hematology oncology floor within 12 hours.
I mean, you and your husband, we play baseball together. She has an awesome older son, Daniel, great little boy. Y'all are like just this positive, fun family. I can't imagine when you heard the words cancer in stage 4.
Stage 4, yeah, it was real serious. It was his whole belly. His whole,
wow,
200 square centimeters of
and you know, losing Cole, what was the moment and when you realized that, you know, folks were probably reaching out to you, saying things on social media? How did you use that, people talking about his life, asking questions about that? How did that help you kind of channel your grief?
It is helpful, and it's encouraging to have support like that, and support from friends and even friends we didn't know, and people that did fundraisers and wanted to help. And it's kind of what we want to do now, is give back. And I told Dr. Bryant a few times that I've seen too much. I can't look back. I can't walk away from what we've seen.
And Erin's an awesome graphic designer, so you're helping a family right now in the hospital design some really cool shirts. So it is like you kind of keep going back. Let's kind of go back to My Wish. So you and Erin, y'all met obviously through, you know, sad circumstances.
Right.
And then you were like, let's turn this. So you were reading some of her posts?
So I read her post, and I don't know how many years you've gone back doing this, because it was before I knew
5.
you. Yeah. But a lot of people were just commenting and sharing and saying that people wish this wasn't a realization, and it's how much of it goes on in Greenville and in the world. And it's right here in our backyard, and it'd be nice to turn a blind eye to it and wish it wasn't there, but it's there and it's real. And so she talked about putting it in print, and I said, well, lucky for you, I have a graphic communications degree from Clemson, and I'll figure it out. So I did a little bit of research, and here we are.
Wish.
Yeah.
And you're saying too, this book is not one that you're going to sit here and just, you know, cry the whole time.
Oh no, and we wanted to give the real perspective. We wanted people to understand the grief, but also the joy and the hope that goes along with, you know, children with cancer. And, you know, they don't really see themselves any differently. They live life like normal. So it's good to tell their stories, but also to bring awareness so that people realize that this is a huge issue, and the proceeds from this book are going to help fund our inpatient unit at Prisma Health Upstate. So we want to have a space that is completely dedicated to our kids to meet their needs, because they have different needs than other children in the hospital, to have a permanent space where we can have all the things we need to take the best care of them.
Yeah.
Right.
So who would benefit from the messages in this book? My family, we've dealt with childhood loss, and so maybe folks that are going through the grieving process.
Right. So a lot of it isn't necessarily just about cancer. It's about grief. It's about adversity. It's about attitude. You know, it's about humor. It's about finding the positives, and it's also about the fact that ultimately none of us really have control.
Right.
And figuring out how to navigate life that way.
Where can we get the book?
So you can email mywishmd@gmail.com, and I can send you a direct link. It is on lulu.com,
Okay.
But the link is really long. So,
Right.
and I will also, on my personal Facebook page, I have made some public posts, so people can also look on that.
If y'all want it, get in touch with either of us, and we'll make
We'll
sure
make it happen.
that you can make it happen. And which page is Cole's? Is it
62 and
62 and
62.
62 and 63. All right. So
Thank
we'll
you
do
so
that.
much.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.